What's up, guys? This is Trader back with another live trading video. We have about 15 minutes to the bell, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my research real quick. I have been looking around the market, just looking at the moves today. It's been quite amazing. But of course, you know I'm gonna trade in the regular market hours, and I just kind of use the pre-market as a strength index. How strong is this stock, right? And for the most part, what I'm looking at in pre-market is not only the resistance levels, the highs and the lows that it makes, but also the volume in pre-market. So, you know, okay, there it is. All right. So, like I said, we got about 15 minutes. Come on now, pull up. Okay, there it is. All right. Let's go ahead and look out here. The first one on the list is ITRM. Plenty of volume, trading sideways here. I don't like it. Already off the top, I don't like it. Got ZZON, and let's go ahead and pull up that news. No news on today. No news in the past couple of days. ITRM. CHCI has no news, but is up from, it came up from $4 all the way to $14 on no news. So that's a dangerous stock. Okay, NOVN is also moving. It's a higher float. Let me go ahead and look up these floats. So ITRM is the first one. ITRM. ITRM has no shelf registrations. The float, according to FinViz, is 15 mil. The float, according to Yahoo Finance, is 42.44 mil. So yeah, that's a big range. Go ahead and add that. 15 mil to 44 mil. That's odd. We'll save that. Has no kind of shelf registrations. The next one is ZZON. Okay, according to FinViz, the float is 100 million, or 101.94, and ZZON on Yahoo Finance is 101.94. So that will not be one that I will trade. It's a little bit too much for me. Glue is also huge. NXTD, I actually lost money on that one yesterday. yesterday. Yep. And it's still looking very, very choppy. I mean, yesterday it just chopped me up. But we'll go ahead and, boy, it might already be looked up. 31 mil. And then CHCI, let's go look that up. CHCI. CHCI. According to FinViz, the float is 2.18. According to Yahoo Finance, the float is 6.16. And it does have a shelf registration from 2014, so that's completely out of range. So no shelf registration. Okay. Which one was that on? That was on CHCI. Let me see, go back to it. 2 mil, 2.18 to 6. $6.16 is the float. So that's probably why it took that big move today, even on no news. I don't know what caused people to start buying it. AUVI is also up, but it's a little bit out of my price range as well. It would definitely have to come down some. It does have a little bit of news behind it. AUVI, let's go ahead and research that. AUVI. All right. AUVI has no shelf registrations. The float at Yahoo Finance is 2.16. Float at FinViz is 4.33. So we'll put a range there. 2.16 to 4.33. We'll save that. And the last one is NOVN. Let me see how big this float is. If it's too big, I'm just not gonna research it. VN looking like it has a float of 130 mil. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that one. NOVN. Yeah, it's too big. Alright, so I'll just focus in on the ones that I looked up. AUVI. CHCI is definitely way out of my price range. HGSH is playing around down here. It will have to get more volume to get moving. Has all kinds of resistance up here though. All right. Okay. All right. Well, we got the things that we want to watch. We have about 5 minutes to the bell, and we'll be ready. One thing I did notice this morning is usually I try to trade half and half on my account, but the majority of my wins have been in the other side of this account, so it's actually up a lot, and I only have $800 over here, so I have to let some fall over back over into this account side next time when I trade. It's like I'm missing, I don't know how much I'm actually missing to get to 1,000. It looks like about $200, so maybe 180. Let's see. 1000 minus 815, 185. So 185 is what I need to fall over into this account to get it back up. And we'll do that next time, but right now I'm going to go ahead and make this a green day. Make this a green day. Charles Schwab. CHCI doesn't really have anything to push it back up to that level. It can actually crash a long way from the 13s down to the 1232. So be careful. Crazy thing is it moved that much on that little bit of volume. You would expect a move like this to be having like maybe this kind of volume, 32 million, somewhere up there, 20 million, but it only has 7, which is actually the shares that it has outstanding there, which is scary. It's not even cycling through its float. We'll see on open though. See what kind of action these want to give us. Watching the highest mover of the day, even though it's out of my price range, just watching it. See if it drops. It's a little double top right there. All right, looks like it's about to get real out here for some people. So let's watch the show real quick. CHCI is the top mover on the day, but does not have a lot of volume to hold it up. Got about 15 seconds to the bell. We're gonna see what kind of moves these things want to give. Down here, weak, weak. All right, let's watch it out of the open. The market is open. I guarantee you it's going to shoot up. Yep, shoot up and then give a big pullback. Big old pullback coming. Got all the way up there. And this is where the shorts start adding to their position right here. 1485 is where I'll be adding to a short position here. Add it right there on that 1485. We'll be looking to add some more. probably around that 1675 area. 1675. I mean 1575, my bad, is where the ad would be. It pushes up there. Let's see what it does here. Okay, and see if I would have added this short position at the 1477, we would have been in the green right there. And I still would have been holding full position size, waiting for this thing to crash out. Look at this. Instant short right there. That's where shorts attack. I mean, that just makes sense. And actually, I believe it just halted. I believe it just did. So, yeah. I would have been way in the green right there. All right, ITRM, it's also up, but it is a higher float. We're going to be looking for some moves that make sense around here. Let's go ahead and get that news back up. Yep, halted going down. Glue, I do not like that one at all. Not gonna trade that. Zzon, wow, gapped up right here, going up, has not given a pullback yet. Large float on the move. So this is the first 3 minutes of the day, and you know, in the first 3 minutes is where all the action happens. I'm so glad that CHCI would have been a perfect short where I shorted right there, but hey, I just wanted to kind of like paper trade it mentally because I am going to eventually start shorting stocks, but perfect short would have been way in the green here. But anyway, ITRM is going on down. It's a larger float. Zzon is still cranking up. I do not like how extended it is. I need to see a pullback there because I believe it can crash as well. Crash and burn. AUVI, big move from the bottom, hit the bottom, bounced up, very extended here still. It has a long way to fall back. It has a lot of support down here, but still it can fall back. So both of our low floats today exploded, and then now they're halted. So we are getting some halts today. Okay. And the low floats are really the ones I want to aim at if they dropped drastically, because I really don't want to buy over $10. So CHCI I would just be watching. I wouldn't even. And the other thing is, today my account, most of my money actually got shifted over to the other account because all of my winnings have been happening over there. So I got to let some money fall back on this side. So I got 815 to trade today. It should be 1,000, so I got to let $185 fall over into this account. But oh well. I'm kind of glad today does not look very as good as it did yesterday. I don't think, not yet, but we'll have to see what happens. This one had a huge fall off. I want to see these come out of their halts. I guarantee you it's going to be, whew, somebody's going to get burned. Especially with the no news. Okay. NOVN. Very, very box-like. I don't like that structure right there. Boxy. Okay, TYME finally pulling back. I guess it did get my move right here. I just wasn't looking at it. No, it wasn't on my scanner yet. Okay. Still don't like that topping tail. We'll let it pull back. So TYME is also a higher float. So let's look at the research and see where that float is. Okay, 66 million in the float. That's not bad, but look how much it's pulling back. Look how much ground is covering down instead of up. So it went from the 312 up to the 348. And per minute, let me see, 313 to 320, that's 7 cents. 317 up to the 20, that's about 10 cents. So it's doing 10-cent moves going up. And then it takes this big crash of, let's see, 348 down to the 36. So 10-cent moves down as well. Okay, this one, ITRM. All of these are looking crazy, these higher float stocks. And I don't know if I want to stick my money in there, because this one definitely did not set up to my setup. I'm looking for a 1 minute candle above the 9 with confirmation. So definitely not my setup. Glue still making massive moves. Did these open up? Yeah, this one opened up. It's down, super down. I knew it was gonna happen. This one's going ahead and failing out. It's gonna have a lot of work to do to try to get back up. Glue looking like it's gonna pop out of here. Went down top side. This may be a fake out here on the 1261. Seeing these previous wicks here, it might be a fake out. Ooh, it popped up there real quick, snatched in some buyers. Let's see if it goes back red. No, it's actually strong through that. But if we look at the pre-market, this is a sick chart. This is a dying stock right here. It's just going straight across. I wouldn't even trade that. I would not trade that. All right, so ITRM did do the pullback. We did get the red above the 9 here. Getting wicks and wicks and wicks. Do not know if I trust that. Even if it pushes through, it's just, I don't like I want the body, the majority of the body to be up. This majority of the body is down, so kind of throwing me off right there. But it is in a 5-minute uptrend, so I guess you could quickly scalp it. Maybe if it popped over this high of the 270, if it popped into the 270s up to the 274, but that's 4 cents. So that's not enough risk to reward right there. Okay. AUVI just took off. It does have news behind it. What's the high of this? The high is the 1088. So a 1090. Oh, it's failing that 9 right there. It's having some trouble. Let's let this bar close up. But that 1090 is looking like the place to be. But if it goes up there right now, it's going to be too extended. We don't want that. We want it to do this dead cat bounce, a little miniature dead cat bounce, and show us a new high, entry point. So that's the entry point right there, 1071. If it can stay below it for the rest of this candle and close, and it may not do that. It may just get too extended. Yeah, it's already up there. Yep, too extended. Too much extension right there. I mean, you could have taken that little high that it put in, but you have to be quick. And today I don't have the equity to play around with these stocks. So every trade must be perfect, basically. Popped up there. Looks like it's going to come down and give us some red if it can't pop through that 75. The 1145 is what it needs to hold up. 1145. Let's see it. Will it pop through? Oh, let me get rid of this so we can see over here on our level 2. So it did crack the 75. It may go ahead and pop now. It's a lot of buyers moving through that 76 point. It actually may be halted. I see so many numbers but no movement. Okay, yeah. All right, so it is halted again. CHC, whoa. Still, this is not my strategy. I wouldn't even trade that. That one's halted. Glue. Yep, look at that. Exactly what I said. It had a tight range, making all these tight moves. You would have lost from the 61. Not a big loss, 61 to the 55, but still too choppy. ZZON went ahead and failed all the way down there and is under the 200 moving average. The SMA, I mean, simple moving average. This one is challenging the SMA right now. So right now we're being patient, looking for my setup. A lot of these have already broken my rules, so I'm glad I did not take those. Quick scalp out of the halt on Avi. Okay, quick scalp. Yes, I actually saw that and I was like, should I do it? But I really, with this $815, you already know how quick money goes. So yeah, definitely that was a scalp. And I actually looked at it and I was like, there's the high, there's the entry point. But I was like, I can't take that. Even though it would have gave me some good money, the risk to reward with my account size right now is just too high. I mean, the risk is too high. I try my best to get a 3-to-1. I try my best, but at minimum 2-to-1. So if I can't visualize that before the trade, I'm like, I don't know. Okay, this one came out of the halt, is heading down, 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 under the 9. Okay, is anything in my price range and trying to hold the 9. ZZON got up there, failed that 9 right there, and it's a higher float. So OGI, super high float, still making moves though. 360s, so that's a 30-cent move right there. I just don't like how big that float is. I'd rather trade something smaller. Man, AUVI is tripping. I wonder how many more times it's gonna, cause the top, the last up here on the year chart or daily chart or whatever you would call it, well, looks like this is all there is, and it had a high back here of the 1076, and the next one is the 13s. So we can draw their resistance out there on the 13s. And that may be that big sell point, because after the 13s, it's open skies. There's nothing else but this. I tried to zoom out, but this is it. All right. Anything else that is going to... I guess my strategy actually works better when everything is calmed down, so I can kind of see things happening above that 9. Because right now in the beginning, nothing respects the 9. It runs through it. It's like the 9 isn't even there. But as that volume calms down, people start focusing less on just the technicals and more on indicators and maybe a little bit of algorithm play as well. But yeah, man, you got that scalp. I know you made some money on that AUV. I don't know if you're still in, but hopefully you took. But yeah, that was probably definitely a profitable scalp there. Okay, so we got some low floats coming up here. This one popped up. And why is it so expensive? Super expensive, man. And it's halted going down. See, the thing is, I had to learn with the volume on low floats. I have a specific volume that I'm looking for, which is 2 million. And before, I've noticed, I've traded probably about 500 to 800 trades of low floats, and I noticed that below that 2 million point, there's a lot of drop. Like when they drop big, and it's like I'm like, why risk it when I can get that volume support, get those trades under me, so I can actually get a push to the high. But it's one thing I learned trading low floats. You got to have people with you. Got to. Because if you're in there by yourself, the big boys are going to take your pants. All right. So we got a lot of failure under VWAP, which is beautiful. We can actually use that to our advantage. Not comfortable with taking that trade right there. Need to see a bigger pullback. This thing is just extended on the 5-minute. What was the news on this one? Evoke had news last month on some kind of Form 4. Okay. Not big news. AUV still being aggressive. Super aggressive stock right here. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait till this calms down, man. This is just not the way that I want to be entering, because this drop, if we look at how extended this is, 13, and the VWAP is down here at the 10. Another scalp. Oh my goodness, this man. Okay, so we have a thief in our lobby. This guy is robbing the market out here. Robbing the market. Man. Yeah, AUVI is definitely making some moves. Where'd it go? Yeah, definitely making some moves, but you gotta be quick on that. What broker are you using? MSEC? Are you using TD, or are you using Schwab, or Lightspeed? What broker are you using? Yeah, it's looking like it's getting a little heavier up there. Getting a little heavy. That's what we like to see right there. We want to see that 5-minute pullback here. Quest Trade. I've never heard of Quest Trade. Oh boy, is that a phone app? Are you trading on your phone? Oh, you a beast. Oh man, this man, he never ceases to surprise. ITRM going down there and kissing the grave. Zzon. Okay, so Canadian broker. Okay, cool. Yes, I am in the States. That's why I've never heard of that. Okay, so Evoke is giving a pullback now. Evoke may be the one. Whoa. Well, it was giving a pullback. Definitely had a high right there. Could have taken that. Don't know if it's going to break. It looks like a double top right here. I'm going to wait for these to pull back. Give some pullbacks, because this is just ridiculous. Yeah. how much would this have been? This would have been from the 58 up to the 80s. That's a 30-cent move. Jesus Christ. All right. So man, I want these to kind of calm down and give me my setups, especially with these low floats. Let me go back to AUVI. Is it still looking good? Okay, big got down. Okay, so it actually has a top now. So 1302 is looking good for me. I want to see it back over that 1302. I might take a small little stab at it. I know this is gonna waste some equity. Man, it's gonna waste some equity. I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going to break my rules. My rules have saved me many times. Evoke, looking like it's getting a nice little pullback. Got down to the 9. We'll see if it breaks the low of the 440s. If it breaks that low, it's over. Okay, snap down there to the 440s. Got a double top up here. Yeah, it broke it. Where are my low floats, guys? Where are my low floats? Okay, HTBX is making its way on back up. So let's see if we can get a pull. Oh, it's 14 bucks. Jesus. I gotta increase my account size. It's fitting my criteria, but it's just expensive as all get out. Alright, so OGI did give the pullback there. Double top needs to be broken here at the 425. So we'll take one at the 425, 50 shares. 426 break will be the point to beat. And we'll see if it can give us that. The new low is a 406 down here. Let's see if it breaks this 9. If it breaks this bottom here, the low of 408, it's over. Yep. Snap down. Yeah, it's beating up that bottom right there. I do not like that. Let's see if we see 407. Yep. All right, we'll cancel that order. Man, this one is giving the exact move that I want. But that was the pullback, but that's not a true pullback. All right, CHCI trying to get back over, failing the 9. So things are coming down now, which is good. Okay, NXTD took money from me yesterday. Moved from the 196 up to the 207, not big moves at all. All right, this one looks to be holding up in this area. So we're gonna look for a break. Wait. This is a larger float though, so it's not gonna move a lot. We need some movement. We need something that's gonna move big. CHCI could get an explosion back over this 9. It's got a high of the 1330s. Man, if it wasn't so expensive. Okay, this one, BXRX. What's the news? Any news? No news. No close news. Or yes, it was. Wait a minute. Only 8. Priced at market. So it's an offering happening on it. I don't like offerings. I don't know what it is about offerings. They usually don't treat me right. AUVI. I'm glad you got out of that one. That bad boy taking a dip. A swim with the fishes. Alright. So NXTD is making little moves. Let's see, from the 202 up to the 219. Not super bad, but I don't want to risk it in that. Okay. So at least we got some data now. We know where the highs are. These resistance points, 274. Resistance through here, 250. Resistance through here. So we got some resistance levels in that one. Still high float though. After that first 15 minutes, you know, whether it's a high float or low float, it actually starts to matter. Because that first 5 minutes, boy, I tell you what, so many people are buying, it doesn't even. What the heck? This is the one I made money on yesterday. Just got up here, coming back from the dead. What is this? Why does it seem like, why did it just disappear? Something's wrong with it. It's not meeting. Something's up. It's not on my scanner. Something's wrong with that. Because yesterday it met my criteria. Today it's not meeting my criteria. So I'm not going to trade it. I only trade what's on my scanner. Alright, so we got plenty of data now. See, this is the one that took money from me yesterday. I did not trade it even when it looked like it could go. Did not trade that because it just took too much money yesterday. Way too much equity that I don't have today. CH. Oh, it actually broke that high that I was looking at, the 1335 that would have taken all my money. It is giving that pullback. Big pullback right there. And got bought up. Another big slam. Somebody's really selling on this one. Alright, let's just size down, man. I'm just going to play small. The top side of this is the 14. Man, this thing is going down too much. I might just need to chill. Sometimes the best trade is no trade. ITR is meeting my criteria. It needs to pull back though. It needs a full pullback. But it is looking good. If it can give us a pullback above this 9, I would definitely be in across this double. Looks like a double top. High 32.32. Yeah. Probably enter at the 241. If it can close this well. Take 100 shares up to the top. Let's see if it closes over the 9, and we'll take a 41 buy. Top side 41 buy. Wow, that was a lot higher than I thought. Let's see, what is this? 32. Let's do a 36 buy. I don't know why they're so high. All right, 36 buy is where we'll be in. This is our previous bottom here. This may be a 3-bar play, it may not. Bottom is the 28 here. Okay. New low is the 30. 30 right there. Or actually, I'll leave it at the 28. Okay, getting on up there. $28. Forming another double top there. See if it crashes down. Want to get in at the 36, but it's still above the 9, so I'm still quite confident. New low though is the 30s. VWAP is kind of close. Kinda close. It's taking too long. I'm gonna cancel that order. I'll wait. It's just taking too long to go. Look how it's struggling. It just looks like it's gonna fail. All right. What's the top side of this? Top side is the 41. I do a 41 buy if it can get up there, but it's just looking weak right now. Season. All right, that one's all the way down. Everything else is just out of my price range. NXTD doing exactly what I thought it would, failing out. Float too high. So literally the only thing that I got right now is ZZON, which is a high float, and then ITRM. And I don't like that setup at all. ITRM looking like it can bounce through this level. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot at that 41. 41 is a break of VWAP. Break of VWAP trade here. Okay. The low of this one is the 34. Whoops. Oh, cancel that. I almost bought 2 times. All right, there it is. All right, so the low of this one is the 34, and actually the 31 is the low. So looking at it to break that VWAP. Okay, broke VWAP right there. We have our sellout down here. So VWAP break right there. Looking for just a little bit more of a push, maybe to the 45-ish area. Start to take off. It's got a low down here. If it fails VWAP, it's just too bad. But our low is down here at the 31. Looking for it to hold up a little bit up there. Risking 10 cents here. Risking 10 cents. Don't know if it's going to get bought up or not. Looking like it's, wow, gee whiz. All right, it might get me out here. Never know. So this is our new low, is 33. 33 is our out. If it can go up a little bit, I'll go ahead and take off. So it's 10 cents here where we're risking. Looking for it to get bought up, and I'll move it to the 33. It's a lot of selling. Actually, the last bar was a big red, so yeah, big red on that bar. Looking for the VWAP break. It was above the 9. It just took a little rip there. whatever, we can risk that. That was 10 cents. Zon is an even larger float here. So don't know if I want to mess with that one. It's even larger float. It's okay. We took one red trade, and I'm not like super mad about that one. This may be a grinder. Look at it. It may be a grinder here. Top side was a 240.45. It's trying to get back over the 9 right now. It is doing it. Kind of double top, knocked through that double top right there. Looking strong. Let's see if it can give us a pullback above the 9. That is very extended right there. Let's see where it pulls back to, if it pulls back. Okay, so the top side of this high was the 244. It's doing a lot of big pullbacks here. I want to see it get over that VWAP. 33. High of the 244. Yeah. Definitely testing out that 9 a lot. Don't like that. Okay, BQRS. This is the one that I traded yesterday, but it is barely moving now. Trying to get back above the 9 here. The high of this is the 791. It's just not holding up that 9. Alright, we gotta look at something else that's giving some moves. Don't want that anymore. Zon filling out. OGI looking dry. NXTD. AUVI just keeps going up. I have to walk away now due to FOMO. Have a good day and stay green. All right, bro. You too. All right. We got about OGI, glue. All right, BSQR is looking like it wants to go. The high is a 791, 792. So we might put a trade up there at the 792s. If it can break that, which I think is what we're gonna do. It is now closed this 5-minute candle, so 792 would be the spot. It is getting quite tight though, so it's tightening this range down. Trying to hold above that 9 right there, 757. The high of this one is the 764, so 775, 776. It's looking like the spot. Alright, it broke the 9 right there. Not liking that. Sometimes you gotta know when to fold them. Fold them, fold them. I think I got one more trade in me to definitely get me back to the green. Maybe BSQR here. Just looking at how it's holding around this 9 level. Like the entry position is the 792. Let's see if it can hold up. This low is the 744. We'll see. All right. I don't believe anything else here can give me the moves that I'm looking for except BQR, BSQR. CHCI is weak. OTLK. So let's just focus on this one. Little pullback there. Can it stay within the body? The low is a 730 here. The high of this is the 764. 764 is where I would like to be buying this. 765. If it can stay above VWAP. Don't know if that's possible right now. I might have to go and look at some under VWAP plays though. But they got to be a little bit lower float than these. NXTD. Evoke. Barely moving. Barely moving. I don't like that. $730 is where we want to see it bounce. High is the 65s. So 66 by 766 by here is where I like to be in. The low is the 730s. Can't break this previous 5 minute. It's over. I get in at the 60s, I gotta be out. Gotta at least take half up here at the 90s. So that'll be the plan. This is a new low forming here. Low is at 738s, 740s. Okay. 740s is where we're sitting right now. Looking for a little bit of a snap through that. If it can give it to us, that would be amazing. Let's see what it wants to do here. Ooh, come on now. Get going. If it snaps above this high, I'll start to take off. I have to. The high of this is the 90s. Getting a lot of buying pressure here, pushing through. So we'll have to move it to break even of the 770s. Looking like. Let's see if it can get a push. 770s, 750s. Looking like it's gonna snap down on us. Getting bought up here. I just don't see the continuation through the 90s. 91 there. 91 is where we're looking. 750. There's the 90s pushing up. Maybe back green on the day in a little bit. We got to be looking to get out though here. Don't know if it can hold that high. If it can push. Okay, it is pushing a little bit. Nice. Alright, so woo. We took a little bit there. Just getting back green there. Getting back. Looking for another push. We'll take a little bit off. It's taking a little time there. So yeah, take a little bit there. It's doing a little pullback there. Take some there. Okay. We'll get all out there. We have finished. We got it. Alright, so that was a green trade right there. Had to get back green on that thing. Now I'm looking for another trade. It did give us quite a pullback here. It was not able to hold that level. So we're gonna let it. This was the pullback. The next entry, we'll have to see. But I am green on the day, so we want to be very, very careful now. Okay, so it's looking like it wants to come back up. We're gonna size down here, 25, and over the 801s is where we'll be looking to get in. 801 is right there. There we are. The low of this, wow, that was quick. Okay, so the low of this, okay, it's freezing up. No, don't do it. Okay, so the low, why am I freezing? Why am I freezing? The low of this is the 767. 767 here. And we'll be out. 767. We're in 25 shares. Not big at all. So if it wants to blow back through that, hey, do it. We'll still be green on the day. It is kind of freezing up a little bit. So we'll definitely move it to this new low. The 775, 774 area is where we're looking. 774. If it can explode back up here to the 808s, that would be nice. 774 is the spot to be out though. So let's see if we can get it bought up here. Get that thing bought up. Be nice. Looking like some buyers coming in at the 83, 89. Buyers are coming in there high. They're coming in super high. Why are they coming in so high? I don't really know, but I do know I'm going to take if it gets back to the green. This low here is the 77. 77 is our new out. If it gets me back to the green, I got to be out here. Okay, 77, kind of crashing there, crashing and burning. 808, 77. Okay, so the $8 is becoming the spot to be. $8. All right, it's gonna get me out here. I need to move this up. The low is a 77. 77. Just giving it time to work. Bottom low 77. Yep. See if it can pop up here. If it can pop up, that would be nice. If it can pop just a little bit. Okay. Low of this candle is the 83. 83 there. Looking to see if it can give us a move. Okay, coming back up to the 8s. I'm gonna take quite quick across this level because I'm already, you know, kind of paranoid. Okay, took a bit there, took a bit there, took a bit there. Looking for that push over the 20s, taking a while to get there. And we took all right there, and that is the last trade of the day. We're green on the day. Thank you guys so much for watching, tuning in. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. We're green on the day again. So of course we could have taken more, but I just didn't have the equity to play with it today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you're watching on Twitch, make sure that you follow. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.